Hey Taurus, welcome to your reading. I'm Empress Rose. These are general readings and we're going to take what works and leave what doesn't, as with everything in life. And if I don't catch your wavelength or storyline in this reading, go ahead and check your other major placements. Jack has decided to join us for your reading. He changes the dynamic a little bit, and he's partially feral, so he's very difficult to get rid of. He does what he wants, basically. He's house trained. He's just... He found me he was a little bit feral and winter was coming, and he sat in the tree right outside my kitchen window day after day after day, just staring at me. And then a week went by and we figured out what we needed to figure out about where he came from, and he's been, not mine, but he's been living with me ever since. All right, I think we got it. We did our monster Moonology Work Your Light Oracle deck here. And we only got 3. Hey. Ooh, nice. Oh my God. What is going on with everybody this week? Everyone's having like really great readings. This one is no different. Full moon in Libra, a win-win outcome is possible. So is forecast. So not just possible, but it's forecast. So everybody's going to get what they want here. There's going to be maybe a compromise that feels almost better than what the original plan was. There's something here that feels that's going to end really well with both parties or both entities. A boss, employee, a company, and a person or 2 people, a relationship where everybody's going to come away a winner here. I love it. Very balanced outcome, give and take. And then you don't think that's possible? Well, look at this. Blue moon. Believe in the impossible. Believe in this, getting what you want, everybody getting what you want. You don't think it's possible. You don't think there's a way that compromise could end up even better than the original plan. Let me introduce you to my little friend, collaboration. It's when people come together with their own unique plan, and then they align, they work things out, and they compromise, and the end result, everybody knows, is better than the original plan. So it's very beautiful energy. Believe in the impossible. Man, we got a lot going on with the cat. He is a big cat. I mean, there is some sort of visual distortion, but he is a very large cat. And then we have dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Like Jack here, he is here to change the energy. Always brings something a little unique. Distracts me. I feel like sometimes he gets me out of any kind of story rut or any kind of, this card means this rut. That's my drink, not yours. So dance with life, do something to change your energy. So this could be energy, like you're thinking about something because we're trying to believe in the impossible, which we're having maybe some doubts that this is possible. So we could be changing the thinking, changing the story that you're telling yourself. Also changing your energy can be doing some lovely breath work to change that up. Doing some physical work that you don't usually do, or if you don't usually dance. If you usually wiggle and move around a lot, sit still. Doing something to just change up the energy. This will give you different perspectives. Ooh, maybe this collaboration. Maybe bringing in a different person, because here is this sort of dance routine going on. I think they're collaborating here on this dance routine. Look, there's 2 of them. And they're both going to love the dance routine that they come up with more than the one that they come up with together, more than the one that they have. And then check it out. This deck doesn't usually have moons, but we've got a big ass moon right here. I think this is your blue moon. I think something's really going to come together really nicely and beautifully. I think you're doing more than dancing with your life. I think you're dancing with somebody else. I think you're dancing... and you're bringing somebody else's energy in, and it's going to change the dynamic and the energy. Oh, gosh, I just love this card so much because, like, being able to change a dynamic, saying, understanding that you have that power and that authority as an equal individual to everybody else in a situation, in a relationship, in a group. You have the same amount of authority or power to change a dynamic. So if you want something to lighten up a little bit, you can bring some humor. You don't lighten up by going, everybody lighten up. That's like not how you change energy at all. And it's kind of humorous that people do that. But you bring it by bringing in a joke. So if a conversation's gotten too heavy, you can lighten it up a little bit, not disrespecting the whatever heaviness has been shared. Or if something's gotten too light, you can bring it in a little bit more, ground it a little bit more. So you get to choose the energy that you're bringing into any situation or any dynamic. And I think this is talking about you bringing your energy into a dynamic authentically and completely, and just see how wonderfully that dynamic changes to accommodate you, right? To accommodate. People are listening and people respond, and they will accommodate whatever energy you bring, either by balancing it themselves or matching it, right? So I think you're supposed to bring in a new energy into a relationship, a new dynamic into some sort of interpersonal dynamic here, and believe that it's possible that you can change the energy of a situation and that everyone will actually be better for it. All right, and now we're moving on to our Golden Tarot for a more traditional tarot spread, more aimed over in this direction, because Jack has settled in here, right here. So, all right, Taurus. This is your past. Whoa. This is your present, your inner landscape, what's at issue, your environment, your to-do list, and your possible outcome. Oh, a surprising reversal here. Just one. But alrighty then. Okay, in your recent past, you have this Two of Swords energy. Very stubborn energy. What? A Taurus? Stubborn? I never heard of such a thing. But this could have been you, or just the energy you were in. Stuck, stubborn, refusing to see the truth, refusing to... oh my God. Okay. Okay. Refusing to see the truth, you've got your intuition here, but you've turned your back on it and you're like doing something else. So you had an intuitive vibe about something you needed to do, but basically you were ignoring it and you were just being very stubborn, refusing to budge, refusing to move. This is a very defensive stance. You're expecting an attack. You're looking for an attack. You may actually have been attacked and needed to defend yourself a little bit here. But there's some ramifications for that. This stubbornness and this refusal to listen to your intuition on something is having a ripple effect that is heading out into, I don't know, it's going to hit some distant shore here. But it has had quite an effect on either your life or the lives of the people around you. It's affected other people. It's affected your environment, your stubbornness, your refusal towards your intuition. I mean, sometimes we get this card in your to-do list, and it's literally saying, be stubborn, hold your ground. But this is more in a sort of floating space like this, like in your recent past. You've been extremely stubborn about something. You have declined to listen to your intuition. It has affected your life. You were in a defensive stance. In your current situation, though, this could be you. I kind of think it is. I hope it is. Or it could be somebody around you, male or female. We have King of Cups here. This is, I'm calling this guy Poseidon of your inner landscape. The inner oceans, the roiling inner oceans of our emotions. He's Poseidon. He doesn't necessarily control them, but he does have... He is the king of them. He is the god of that area, right? And he knows everything that's going on there. So this King of Cups, he can handle his emotional liquor. There's all this tumult and storm and craziness going on around him, but he's solid. He's grounded. His cup is grounded. This represents his inner cup of emotion, and all this emotional shit going on around here. Yeah, but he's calm. This wind doesn't even touch his cup, doesn't have any say in what's going on inside the cup, because it's his cup and he's in charge of it. And these external situations, they come, they go, they blow through. Are they uncomfortable? Yes, sometimes. Are they pleasant? Yes, sometimes. But here's his cup, rock solid. Emotional stability here. Very zen. He's using his emotions as a vehicle of information, much like any other sense that we have. I consider our emotions another one of I don't want to call it a sixth sense, because that has like some other connotation, but it's part of the five senses that we have, our emotions, right? So it's giving us information. What we do with that information, we can either freak out about it, or we can process it and understand it. You know, if you burn your hand, it's not like it doesn't hurt. It does hurt, and then you immediately know what to do because you're a fucking adult and you know how to handle a burnt hand and what needs to happen. You don't just lay on the floor. Well, you might for a few minutes, and that's fine. Lay on the floor kicking and screaming for a few minutes, but eventually you get up and you figure out what you need to do. How do you handle a burnt hand? I think for most of us, we would Google that first. So Googling how to handle it. I mean, you know how to handle this emotion. So that's the point, is this is a king, solid, rock solid with his emotions, emotionally mature person. So this could be someone you're dealing with. You could be dealing with someone who's a lot more emotionally mature than you give them credit for, because we have this win-win outcome and believe in the impossible. This could be someone you're dealing with that's way more emotionally mature than what you might be thinking or imagining. In your inner landscape, clearly what you're hoping for, but although sometimes we have these like self-sabotaging tendencies that are actually afraid of this level of manifestation. You're hoping to be rich and well-loved. This is, you know, the coins, the original idea that came in here, that we worked so hard for, and now we're harvesting it. So we had an original idea for like how to make money, and we'd really like that to come to fruition. This is absolute manifestation of the dream. This is the ultimate card. This is one of my favorite cards in the deck because it represents the financial stability as well as the emotional stability. There's enough here for everyone to be able to indulge in their hobbies, do what they want, enjoy themselves. There's enough money for people to really, you know, having that money stress taken off of you can free up some emotional space to do more emotional work, to do hobbies, to be more emotionally settled. So there's a lot of emotional satisfaction. Basically, you're dreaming the dream. This is the dream. This is the dream life. And you're dreaming it. This is in your inner landscape. This is your fantasy to have it all. Success, love, family, the whole shebang. What's at issue here is Four of Wands reversed. So this could be a breakup, a disengagement, not planning for the next level. Oh my gosh, it's 222 here. So that's a good number for lots of people. So, but this is, you know, things not coming together, not leveling up, not getting to the next level that you want, where you could then plan for the next level. But this could be a breakup. It's our engagement card. So it could be a breakup. It could be not getting the rewards for the work you've already put in. You already may feel like you've put in a lot of work into something and it's not getting the rewards. One thing I love about this card in the upright, there's a lot about balance here. The balance between two pillars. I feel like these are the two people that are typically getting engaged or making some kind of commitment. And then they're balancing this fruit. There's a lot of balance here and a lot of symmetry, but that's not happening. It's a little bit harsher than this. There may not be any fruits to your labors. Something may not have been finished or completed. You may not have been able to go public with a success because there's a public aspect of this engagement card. Something may be out of balance, too out of balance to be able to come forward. But we're talking about this win-win outcome in, like, what I'm seeing here is the balance here, right? Oh my gosh. And then we've got this Two of Swords here. We've got this Two of Swords, which also speaks to me about people at cross purposes. If we're talking about a relationship here, which we might be, this is about people crossing swords, because the symmetry of this is just reminding me of the symmetry of everything else here. So, oh, cat, what did you do? Okay, still got some places to go here, honey. Okay. Oh my gosh. We may have to pause this video so I can deal with this wild panther here. So there's this balance that could be happening, a win-win, but we're not. This would be a win-win, right? Oh my gosh, cat. This would be a win-win where, you know, both parties get what they want and then they celebrate the next level. They level up, right? You don't think this is happening. You don't think that there is some sort of, there's a bond here or there's fruits of these labors, and you don't think that there's an ability to level up. This is telling you that you can level up together in this relationship, because a Libra is very much a relationship card. But I do see this balance scale. Something just seems out of balance. Something's not happening or leveling up the way you wanted it to. But there is a win-win outcome forecast. You can't see it right now, and that's actually part of what's causing the problem. I think Aries just got this too. In your environment, you have Ace of Coins. You have a new beginning. You have this. So this is when the idea and the dream. Oh my God, yeah, because this is the manifestation of this dream that just begins. This idea, this thing that starts, this idea for making money, spending time, doing something physical. This idea just beginning in physical reality. I almost feel like this is like a little like hole punch, and just punches out, and it's the beginning, and it's like, here's the coin that punches out of there, and then this whole energy gets to flow into your world. But we have the first little coin here. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how I feel. And you're dreaming about this manifestation. So I think it's interesting that we have this first one here, this crown, this ace, this pure intention here coming in. The intention coming in the very beginning of a project, and you're hoping it's going to go all the way, baby, and get totally manifested and come true. And then your to-do list here is Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is about communication, communicating a truth, laying down this pesky problem. Knight of Swords moves a little fast. He's very brave. He's definitely suited up. So we know he knows that this could be a little tricky. So he's suited up, but he's coming in brave, a little fast here, and he's going to put down something, his truth and his understanding and his clarity. That's you. Your truth, your understanding, your clarity is going to put down this pesky little dragon that's been bothering your community, your relationships, something like that. And gonna take out a pest here with your, or a difficulty, a perturbation with your truth and your honesty here is going to come in. So communicating very clearly, very honestly, your best ideas, bravely, a brave communication. That's your to-do list. A win-win outcome is forecast, even though you don't think it's possible right now. You could be dealing with someone who's a lot more emotionally mature than you give them credit for. So a win-win outcome is forecast, but you're going to have to be brave. You're going to have to be honest. You're going to have to be true. You're going to have to be clear and precise with your language. And with all of that and all of the expertise you've built up in communicating over the years, you're going to be able to slay this dragon, put something to rights that's been out of balance and off kilter. And then where you're going was judgment reversed. So this, I'm seeing this in an interesting way. Judgment would be something coming back from the past. This is bury the past, and don't let it come back. Once you communicate this, once you make it clear, don't bring it up again. Don't it's a win-win outcome forecast. Don't keep going back to it. Don't keep going back to the same problem, to the same issue, re-examining it. Say your piece and get the fuck out of Dodge or whatever. Like, bury it. Say what you want to say it clearly, precisely, definitively, final answer, and don't dig it up again. Don't bring it back. That's not what this is unusual because I keep this deck fully upright. I keep this deck completely upright because I just like having a reversal in one position. That's how I read. But it came out reversed, which is unusual. So it really calls my attention to it. This is really very much about do not re-dig up the past. Once you say your piece, once you lay it out there, don't keep going. What can destroy, a relationship more than keeping on bringing up some sort of past issue when apologies and amends have been made, truths have been told? Just say it once and be done with it. Like, don't keep revisiting it. Don't dig it back up again. You could be, and the other person too could bury the hatchet. I feel like we've got a little bit of hatchet energy going on here. People at cross purposes, and this is burying the hatchet in a way where it's not going to come back. It can't come back. I don't know how you bury vampires, but this is like a vampire that could come back, but it's not going to. The problem is not, because it's an outcome that were forecast. So whatever issue you've had, you say your piece and then be done with it, because this cross purposes here has left things out of balance. You haven't gotten the level up you want. You're dreaming of taking this baby all the way. Say your piece. Don't keep rehashing the past. Let the past lie. Let it lay there. You killed it. Oh man, I'm like putting things away. There's so much room here now that there's not a giant cat sitting on here. So, all right. Supported leaps, a learning experience. Be guided now. Allow yourself to be guided. The guide cannot take the steps for you. This is your job, but the guide can show you the way. Ooh, I feel like we've got a pretty good guide showing up here, possibly. It is up to you if you choose to take it, whether you tread carefully, dance, or run along that sacred pathway towards the loving arms of the Holy Mother. She is always there to help you. So, beautiful. All right, Taurus, I hope that was helpful for you. Thank you so much for your likes and your comments and your subscribes. I very much appreciate them.